Greetings, demons, and welcome to Warhammer Weekly, episode 52. And this time around, we have a decent amount of things to discuss, and one of which we'll get into first, of course, is very interesting. But in any case, no pickups this time around, so let's just get into it and check out everything that there is in the world of Warhammer.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
So, starting off with the aforementioned very interesting thing. Spread the Imperial truth to Call of Duty in a new Warhammer 40,000 collaboration. So, yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is collaborating with Warhammer 40k, and I don't really know how to think about this. So, as it currently stands, the promotion, the collaboration, whatever, I believe is out right now, and you can currently get a number of character skins, as well as something else that's very interesting I'll get into in a moment. But yeah, there is a Imperial Guard, a Space Marine, Ultramarine specifically, and a Sister of Battle. Very nice skins. I do quite like the Astra Militarum officer. He looks very cool. I do actually quite like that one. The Sister of Battle is also excellent, just not a design from 40k that I especially care about. But yeah, they're all cool and everything. The thing that probably gets me, if you don't know Call of Duty, obviously I've done videos in the past on Call of Duty, a lot of videos in the past on Call of Duty, and I'll probably do a video on this for the record, but yeah, there is a thing in a lot of the Call of Duty games called a Juggernaut, and we're getting a skin included in one of these DLC bundles that allows your Juggernaut to turn into either an Ultramarine Space Marine or a Blood Angel Space Marine. I don't know what else to say about that, really. It's such an odd thing to me, just having... I didn't even realise that score streak, customization was a thing in Modern Warfare 3 for the record. I know this is completely unrelated, but, I didn't know this was a thing that they could even do. I didn't realise that was an option, but... yeah, in general, this looks like a very good collaboration, and I do play a lot of Call of Duty. I do legitimately really enjoy playing Modern Warfare 3, and I do like getting the goofy, fun collaborations. This is definitely going to be something that I at least think about buying, especially, as I say, I like the Astra Militarum guy, and the Juggernaut skin, whatever bundle that is in, I'll probably have to go for that, because that's just so funny to me. But, yeah, there is a bunch of various other stuff going on. There's a Juggernaut mosh pit mode to celebrate it and stuff like that. So, yeah, as I say, if you're more interested in the Call of Duty stuff than the Warhammer stuff, I will be doing a video, potentially, sometime soon, covering some of this stuff in-game, so that'll be pretty fun. But, yeah, Call of Duty x Warhammer 40k. Who would have thought it in 2024? But moving on to our usual Warhammer stuff, we have Heresy Thursday. This time we have a new character, Shadrach Medusan, and this is an Iron Hands character, which is something we don't see too often, and yeah, he looks like an Iron Hands character. He's got a robot arm, and yeah, he's alright. I don't have too much to say about this guy. He looks alright. He doesn't seem to have a helmet, which, as I've made very clear in the past, means that I don't care too much for him. I'm sure this guy is actually pretty interesting in the lore and stuff, just not a character I'm familiar with. Iron Hands in general aren't, a faction, aren't a legion that I'm too interested in general. But, yeah, he looks interesting. He looks, like a cool Iron Hands character. I'm not complaining about there being Iron Hands characters, by the way. I just don't have much of a connection to them. It's great to see different legions be represented. I'm always someone that complains about the fact that it's always, it's always the Imperial Fists or the Sons of Horus that get representation. So I'm happy with anything we get for the other legions. But yeah, Shadrach Medusan. I might even be saying his name wrong, but yeah, he has a little claw backpack, which is kind of cool. I like how his cape is designed with the little cog design on it, which is kind of interesting. Little bolter he's got, pretty nice. I'm not sure whether he's supposed to be blind in one eye. No, he's not. I'm looking at the actual key art for him, the sketch art, and he definitely has both his eyes. So he's just supposed to be looking down the scopes, I guess, which is an interesting choice. I don't know, he looks a bit weird to me, but yeah, new character for the Iron Hands. I'm sure plenty of people are going to be very happy about that, and yeah, I'm sure people are going to enjoy having him in their army. It's one of those things where it's like, yes, this is a character I could, in theory, be interested in, because I could very easily convert him into a Death Watch, as I do with all my models. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't interest me that much. But yeah, still cool. Still nice to get more variety of legions. And yeah, we can move on. And into the Age of Sigmar we go with a brand new army set, the Dark Oath army set. So, yeah, this is for Slaves to Darkness, and it looks kind of interesting. Includes a Dark Oath Chieftain on Warsteed, which I believe is a new model. Looks pretty nice. I've got a horse covered in, bones and severed heads and stuff, which is kind of interesting to look at. You have options for either an axe or a sword, as well as 2 different mask options or a bear head with different levels of mohawk going on. There's also the Wilder Fiend, which is a thing for sure. It's a monster of some kind. I don't really know. Unless they're starting as a chaos, but this doesn't really look like a chaos beast to me. Not anything that I specifically recognize anyway, but yeah, seems neat, seems cool. I'm sure if you're a Slaves to Darkness player, you'll love that thing. I do quite like the tail. The tail's quite interesting. I like the head options as well, but yeah, just nothing that really screams that much to me. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this. Dark Oath Marauders. So these are your little barbarian women. We like to see that. Oh, there's actually men as well. There's a lot of women there. Anyway, so yeah, nice little variety. We've got flag bearers. We've got drummers. Okay, actually, it's more of a mix than I thought it was. It's just because the first so many that I saw were all female. But yeah, a nice variety of models, a nice selection there, and yeah, just some interesting cultist type characters, I guess. Doesn't really much to say. I don't have much to say about Slaves to Darkness, unfortunately. They're just not a faction I have any real knowledge on. I just know they're a Chaos faction, that's really it. We also have the Dark Oath Fell Riders, which are the Horse Rider faction models, even. Once again, some very nice horses with some good armor. Not really too much else to say about it. It's very interesting that these, as I say, are essentially, cultists. We have a flag bearer again. And, yeah, we don't get too many different cultists across the other Chaos factions from, the other games from, 40k and stuff. So, yeah, interesting to see this kind of variety. Maybe it means we might see some similar variety in 40k in the near future. I don't really care about Chaos in AOS. I'm a Destruction player, I'm a Destruction player. The closest to Chaos I get is the rats, but so... yeah, for me, it's not that interesting. But yeah, it's a nice box. If you're a fan of Slaves to Darkness, definitely a good selection of new models. And yeah, it's a new box. You're going to get everything at a discount, which is always nice. There's a little bit of terrain, I believe, as well. I think it's old terrain, though. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a new box. Dark Oath, army set, Slaves to Darkness, very cool. And moving on to some classic Warhammer Fantasy, we have some Blood Bowl, and was it last week? We had the gnomes. We have a gnome champion, a gnome star player. He's a fantastic fisherman. I don't know what else to say. He's just a fisherman. He's a little gnome fisherman. I like the gnomes. I like them. I appreciate their existence. I just I don't know what to say about it. It's a gnome fisherman. He's cool. He's neat. He's hooked to an American football. That's all I can really say about it. It's interesting. I do quite like the Blood Bowl stuff, especially the wackier stuff. I just very rarely have anything to say about it because it's not my wheelhouse. It's not something that I've put that much time into. As much as I do like some of the models, I've been very close to buying some of the teams. I'm just. I never have much to say. This one will be resin, I believe. Though, does it actually say? This one doesn't actually say. Normally it says if it's resin or not. I'm not. Oh yeah. Made from Forge World resin. There we go. So it is a resin model. as most Blood Bowl stuff is. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. I like the gnomes, as I say. If I was to get into, Blood Bowl, it would either be with Seraphon, realistically it's either Seraphon or gnomes. That's really it. So yeah, they're cool, they're neat, but yeah, nothing that I care too much for, unfortunately. It's kind of annoying that it's like, there's a lot of cool stuff this week. I just don't care about any of it. I've put most of my time into talking about Call of Duty, which is really stupid. But anyway, moving on to the last topic for the week, we have the Rumour Engine for the 5th of March 2024, and it's an axe. And I'm going to go on a limb here and say that this is an axe for 40k, because this does not look like a traditional axe, and it doesn't have anything that's like specifically technical on it. It just doesn't look like the kind of thing you'd see in AOS. So I'm going with 40k most likely. It's hard to say for sure. Like it is an axe head with a bit of the handle showing, or not the handle, but a bit of the rod showing. So it's hard to say for sure. But I definitely lean into this being some sort of like power weapon, maybe. I don't know if that's necessarily the right way of describing it, but yeah, just the design of it just kind of to me it looks like 40k. It doesn't look like, Age of Sigmar to me. It looks a little bit more advanced. It's possible it could be one of the weirdly advanced factions. It could be the rats, it could be the dwarves, it could be any of those that just weirdly have like these weird advanced technologies, but yeah, I don't know for sure, but either way, it looks very nice, it looks very neat, and yeah, there's not really much else to say about it. So, on that note, that is going to be everything for this video. So, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new to it, and ring the bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, comment below your thoughts and feelings on any of the topics we've covered this week. Let me know if you're interested in Call of Duty stuff. As I say, it's something that I just care about in general, but I know that the wider Warhammer community don't really care too much about things like Call of Duty. I'm interested to see what people think. It's a game where you can play as like Homelander from The Boys and Nicki Minaj and I believe there's Attack on Titan stuff. Like, there's such a weird eclectic mix of stuff in there. Though I guess people have also been like asking for a very long time for like Warhammer X Fortnite, so I guess that's also a weird mix of stuff. So I don't know, but yeah, definitely something that I find interesting, and we'll probably be making more content on the future. But yeah, otherwise it's going to be from me. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And yeah, bye.
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but we'll survive. I just wanna take